My name is Heather. I work with the Division of Aquatic Resources, which means I work for the state like Aaron. And our job is to protect all of the things that are alive in the ocean and in the streams of Kauai. So, but how did I get here? I studied octopuses. That was the thing that I studied in school to get me here to be a marine biologist with the Division of Aquatic Resources.
We just saw it. Yeah. It stuck their fingers together. See, that's a sea cucumber that emits the sticky stuff.
You guys have seen octopuses, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, you've seen them out on the reefs. How many arms do they have? 8. Okay, everybody got that right. Good job. And earlier Terry was talking about how invertebrates, they don't have bones, right? But octopuses do have one hard part of their body. Does anybody know which part that is? It's kind of hard. Girls are bigger, he said. Sometimes that's true, but it can, it depends. So actually, what they have is, so they have their 8 arms, right? On the boy, his 3rd arm on the right is a little bit shorter than the rest of them. And that's how you can tell the difference between a boy and a girl octopus. Also, if you turn them over, the boys have these larger suckers kind of distributed around their bodies. Whereas the girls, some of the ways they get away from predators. Yes. Ink. Great. Yes, so they shoot out that ink and it makes let's say it's a shark. A shark is coming and then the ink goes out and suddenly the shark is like, oh, ouch, that stings my eyes. I can't see.
Alrighty, what are we going to find today? I got to pick. Okay, now, Aaron, how do you know it's a he? There you go. They're cool.
You ever seen a spear gun? Okay, so it's like a spear gun. You know how a spear gun has a coil of wire, a spool of line at the back, right? So it's the same kind of thing. So it shoots out, it fires, and it's got a barb. And that barb sticks into whatever it is, and it's got a poison gland. It releases the poison, but it also has a line attached to it, right? Cavity of much. They kind of would bring it up under the bell, and then it will. Oh, this is a really cool snail. Why don't you pick it up and look at it?
Yeah, try.
Pick it up.
You can try.
Let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right. So that snail, if you put your finger near his claw, he will probably give you a little pinch. No. Flat blades, curly edges. Yep. Rose up pump. That's it. Nice. Amencia. Or you can use the Hawaiian name if you want. Are the Ophihi picker's best friend. Does anybody know why? Well, so when you put that on top of an Ophihi, they have a tongue that's got almost like a drill bit. And they will start drilling into the Ophihi. And the Ophihi, you know how hard the Ophihi is to get up? So if you put the maka'ava snail on the back of the Ophihi, the snail will start going and start drilling down into the Ophihi, and the Ophihi will be like, I gotta get away! So it'll try to run away back towards the ocean to get into the waves, so the waves will knock the snail off. And so when they move, pepe ao is what it's called, okay? So pepe ao is the word for air. You see moving things?
You can't see well, kind of slide on
Okay, you see this right here? You see this right here?
Oh yeah, there we still got a creeper.
Okay.
We've got a little waver right here.
This is a copepod right there. This is a little worm of some kind. Let's find the snails. Here we go. What kind of snail is that? Okay. Let's see. What is it? Okay. And so when we think about eating fish, when we think fish are very good, they're very healthy for us. Okay. Fishing is one of the more sustainable meats if it's done in the right way. So when we go fishing, we're talking about being a reef guardian. What are some ways that we, as if we go fishing, that we can help be a reef guardian when we fish?
I need to see that thing. I need to see that thing. Do they have a kind of...
Oh, so you got a heart? That's it.
Okay, on your mark. Get set.
All right. 4.3.
I didn't see that.
Is that the best so far?
3.41. 4.5.
Oh.
Mark. Get set. Go.
I'm gonna go with torpedo.
Wow, I like the shape of it.
2.01.
1.55 seconds.
Which one?
Good job.
Oh, there's one here.
Wow.
That's a Makaloa snail, right?
It doesn't even have pictures. It keeps trying to pick names.
You guys see something crawling?
No, hold it. Notice when they're little, they don't have a lot of color.
Pull the shell out. Okay, so salinity, that's one thing, okay? Now I want everyone to write down this next thing. This is the units that we use for salinity, okay? So actually, this is how we're gonna abbreviate salinity. This is, we just put sal. Now, the next thing we're gonna measure is temperature.
Everybody write SAL on their notebook.
Okay, now temperature, okay, why do you think temperature, we're going to use degrees Celsius, okay, so not Fahrenheit, but Celsius. Celsius is Fahrenheit we use for weather here in this country, okay, most other places they use Celsius. So we're going to measure that. Now temperature, how do you think temperature affects the living things in the ecosystem? Film over that sensor right there. Okay, so this actually uses okay, 8.2. Okay, the dissolved. 21. The temperature. What's next on your sheet? pH. Okay, the
Stream column. We're going to be going down the stream column on your report.
what's our first pH? See, it says right there, 7.77. Yep. Okay. Okay. What's our next one? Dissolved oxygen. Yep. Okay. So that's this number right there. So ppmDO. Right. So it should be quite a bit less salty. Okay. What other things do you think it's going to be? How do you think the temperature is going to be? Is it going to be warmer or colder?
It's gonna be warmer.
Maybe warmer? Okay, you say warmer?
I think warmer because there is a constant flow of water, but it's not that deep. The sun is thinking about.
Okay, those are great hypotheses. So what you guys are doing is a hypothesis, okay? 4.6.
24.6.
Now, stay over here and listen. Now, another thing, okay, now the pH. Now, dissolved oxygen, do you think there's going to be more oxygen or less oxygen in this water compared to the less oxygen? Okay. So salinity, okay, it's 0.222. So zero, yeah.
We ask you to stay out of the water.
Now, the next was temperature, right? Temperature is 24.73. We're having to collect a sample from each one, and we'll measure the pH, and then we'll have to throw bubbles in it like we did that one time. Let's here. I'm gonna have you guys fill it out. Okay, so we're gonna make like a little table here. Okay, so we have our pH stream right down here. Okay, so fill it out.
Coral and fish. That sounds good to me. Okay, let's go.